Welcome to show 461. Why do I feel like this? This is going to be a self-awareness hack that is going to change the game for you in terms of you self-mastering yourself and how you master your emotions, your behaviours and your actions so that they become more positive and more directed at you building success and growth and direction, rather than going down that rabbit hole of beating yourself up, overthinking, being overwhelmed, okay, and slipping back down into that rut. Okay, so let's get into it. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman, and if you are coming through, please do hit the love heart button. Please do comment if you're watching back on YouTube. Just stick it in there that you're watching. And as you go through, just let me know your takeaway points, okay? Cool. All right, so this self-awareness hack is going to be, I think this is definitely going to be a game changer. Now, when I was away on the honeymoon, I was thinking about my own behaviours and my own actions and my own emotions. And there's this self-mastery funnel, okay? So this self-mastery funnel works in 3 stages. So at the very top of your self-mastery funnel is your emotions. Now, how your emotions are in terms of how they run, how we manage them, they affect our behaviours. So if we have negative emotions, then we then suddenly turn into negative behaviours, which then lead into negative actions. On the other side, if we have emotions that are positive, calm and composed, then we can have much better behaviours and much better actions, right? So it becomes much more beneficial. So what we have to do is that we have to be able to master those emotions, because when we master those emotions, what ends up happening is that they dictate the rest of the funnel. So if we can make sure that we don't slip down that rut and make our emotions negative, then we're going to get better behaviours, better actions, better results, which is what you're looking for, right? Cool. So now you understand the theory of the self-mastery funnel. Okay, how do we manage or master those emotions much better so that we have better behaviours, better actions, better results? It's almost coming down to self-coaching. Some people call it self-awareness, self-belief. I kind of think it as self-coaching. Now, if you were sitting in a room with me and we were having a coffee together and we were doing a coaching session together and you were saying to me, man, I feel really overwhelmed, I really feel stressed, I really feel like I can't get any consistency, I really feel frustrated, I would be turning around and going, why do you feel frustrated? Why do you feel overwhelmed? What are those trigger points? Now, in everyday life, what will end up happening is that you will go through life and you'll most probably ignore the triggers. Ignore the things that are annoying you. And what you'll end up doing is fighting through. So you'll just continuously fight through without really recognizing what the trigger is that's setting you off, which then's leading to those behaviors and those actions that don't benefit you. Does that make sense? Can you resonate with that? Okay. Can you resonate with, man, I'm just firefighting through this? But if we can stop and self-coach ourselves and ask ourselves the one question, why am I feeling like this? It allows us to be able to expose the triggers, expose the things that are annoying us. And I've done this a couple of times this week since coming back from the honeymoon. I felt the squeeze. Okay, the squeeze, okay, is when we can feel it in the chest. Okay, it's when we can feel the black smoke filling up our head. It's the moment when we feel under pressure. We feel like, oh, something's not right. And it's usually because maybe you've planned too much and you're trying to do too much. Maybe the opposite, where you've underplanned and you're not quite sure what you're meant to be doing. Maybe it's because your other people are distracting you and you're becoming annoyed by other people's behaviours. Whatever it is. But we've got to be able to identify it so that we can see it. Because if you can't see it, you can't deal with it. So at the very top of our self-mastery funnel, we've got to be able to control and manage those emotions by challenging ourselves, coaching ourselves, and understanding what the issue is. So the minute I want you to do this, and this is almost a task, when you start to feel the squeeze, when you feel irritated, stressed, overwhelmed, overloaded, frustrated, upset, jealous, stop and ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? Okay, what is the trigger? So-and-so's annoying me. Why are they annoying you? Just because they haven't put any thought into what they've said. Why does that bother you? So suddenly you ask the question and then you follow up with 4 whys. Why am I feeling like this? Why? 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 And what you start to do is unwrap like a Christmas present the trigger. And when you deal with the trigger, and when you know what the trigger is and you can manage the trigger, then what you can start to do is put the work in overcoming that. Whether that's self-chat and self-narrative, whether it's changing the story, whether it's allowing you to understand that you either have no control or some control. But what it does is allows you to be able to act. It allows you not to be able to turn to the drink. It allows you not to be able to shout at other people. It allows you not to be able to sort of get distracted from your path and your mission. But it allows you more to positively react and deal with those problems so that your behaviours and that your actions lead on to success and growth that you're looking for. Does that make sense to everyone? So I want you to try this constantly, on a constant base. I want you to be the new coach, the new mentor, and I want you to be able to coach yourself with, why do I feel like this? Why? Okay, so those 4 follow-up questions of why. Okay, why am I feeling like this? I'm feeling overwhelmed. Why? Because I've planned too much in one day. Why? Because I'm trying to achieve too much too soon. Why? Because I'm ambitious. Why? Because I want to achieve a bigger business. Okay, what is the antidote to that? Right, tomorrow I'm going to cut these 3 things so that I don't feel so overwhelmed. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3 things. I feel I can get this done in this time. It's still going to move me forward. I need to show more patience and restraint. Let's go. And that whole process could take about 5 minutes and actually save you a lot of pain and suffering. Make sense? All right. Have an amazing weekend. If you didn't already know this, in November, I'm running 2 masterminds, small group masterminds with just 10 people in. One is for business owners. One is for professional workers, okay? Professional, driven, busy, professional professionals in their own industry. One is on Thursday. The business one is on Thursday, the 23rd of November. The non-business one is on the 24th of November. They are free, okay? As long as you meet the spec and you fit the category of the type of person that we're trying to help. Okay, so there is no cost here. This is easily £1,000 a day training for free, and I'm going to put the link on the bio or on the whatever it is. Go up there where the writing is. You'll see the link and have a look at whichever one interests you the most, and put your application form in as long as you fit the spec. All right. Have an amazing weekend.